Riddle me this, guys. For years, the British press has churned millions of articles demonizing Harry and Meghan, but whenever the royals are caught in a scandal, they expect Harry and Meghan to come back and clean the family's mess. Like, someone riddle me that, because right now you have this royal author saying this is what a real royal scandal looks like. We owe Harry and Meghan an apology. And then she adds, it's time we faced up to how badly we treated them. And this is by Rebecca Reed. Like I said, a lot of people on the internet right now, even the Rangers, who are now opening their eyes to just that the UK media orchestrated a smear campaign in conjunction with the leftover royals just to hide and incite hatred towards Harry and Meghan. People now, in light of Andrew and how disgusting he is and the vile things he's done, people are like, oh wait, we owe Harry and Meghan an apology. Like, what Harry and Meghan just wanted the harassment and abuse to stop, which they refused to do. They chose, hey, let's just get out of here for the sake of our mental health and just mind our business. And then you have someone who's a P, and the UK media and the leftover royals have gone to extreme lengths to protect. And they said, oh, we cannot do anything to protect Meghan. Oh no, we cannot do anything. Mind you, these people have gone to an extent where they are turning off and disabling comments and all articles related to Andrew. But no, they said, no, we cannot do anything for Meghan. So the world is waking up to their shenanigans and they're not buying it. So now they again want Harry and Meghan to go back to somehow fix whatever is happening in that toxic forum. So I got the what do you call it? I have someone archived it. Shout out to whoever did. I think it's Zandy. Shout out to you, Zandy. And it's an interesting read with, okay, you have some typical UK rhetoric, but anyway, let's get to it. So there is so much that is sad about the story of the even further disgraced Prince Andrew and the late Virginia Joffrey. First and foremost is the trajectory of Joffrey's life, which was cut horrifyingly short and defined by the actions of the men who surrounded her as a teenager. But there are other sadnesses about this whole solid mess too. One is the way it put in relief the previous most high royal profile scandal, the unhappiness and eventual departure of Harry and Meghan. At the time, Harry and Meghan's defection from working royals to influencers / podcasters was a major controversy, one of the most serious the family had weathered in recent years. But now, in comparison to the miserable details alleged in Virginia Joffrey's posthumous memoir, we can see it for what it is: extremely small fry. I imagine any member of the Windsor clan would prefer Harry and Meghan go on Oprah once a week for a decade than have a single new detail about Andrew's Epstein connection emerge. In fact, Harry and Meghan kept the news cycle rambling with the kind of minor dramas that the royal family needs to stay relevant. Breakfast television segments about Meghan wearing the wrong color tights, rumors of rows of wedding tiaras and bridesmaids' dresses, reports of a rebellion about which medical staff would or would not help deliver Meghan's baby. These are the stories which keep the royal family in the press. This is what they're really here for, to give us a good bit of gossip without even a whiff of a proper scandal. Now, it's really quite staggering that in their years as working royals, Harry and Meghan managed to be at the center of dozens of dramas, yet none of them could be described as actually dangerous or evil. Yes, Meghan did accuse the royals of racism, which is a terrible blow for the family, but that was all part of a battle to drag the royals into the 21st century. What's more, they were at least trying to be the kind of royals the country would embrace. Just look at their instance on paying for the Frogmore cottage renovation to deflect allegations that they were indulgent, despite the fact that they were entirely entitled to a renovated home. Were they occasionally cringe or tone deaf? Yes, and doesn't that seem like a complete non-issue when you see what a real scandal looks like? If someone was sitting in an office cracking out inoffensive plot times for the couple, they couldn't have done a better job. And yet, if social media is anything to go by, Harry and Meghan appear to be held in the low regard as Andrew and Fergie. It's profoundly depressing. This is despite the fact that Prince Andrew is accused of allegedly asking his personal protection officer to dig up dirt on Virginia Giuffre, presumably to create a smear campaign against a victim of SA. It's not uncommon to see Andrew and the Sussexes discussed in the same breath. They are seemingly unified by the embarrassment they caused to the farm, as if being embroidered in a horrifying S scandal and maintaining a friendship with a convicted S offender while lying about being friends with said convicted S-offender is on par with being a bit earnest in interviews, asking for security and selling overpriced gems. There were rumors last month that Prince Harry's presence in the UK and audience with his father might signal a return to the family fold. The owners seemed to be placed on Harry as if it was his responsibility to convince the Mountebank Windsor clan to allow him back into family life. But if King Charles and the rest of the gang have even an ounce of ease, the events of the last week and the juxtaposition between Andrew and Harry should clarify exactly how lucky the royals were to have Harry and Meghan, and how advantageous it would be to bring them back. The part might be cack-handled on the public relations front, and don't deny that they've got a special skill for annoying the British public, but compared to Prince Andrew, they're literal angels. So this is, again, just a disgusting vile person. But the moral of the thing is, they know that Harry and Meghan bring so much influence on the monarchy. Like, they are the popular, like, they are the interesting one. And mind you, they're constantly saying that they are irrelevant. They usually tell us that Harry and Meghan are irrelevant, no? They tell us that they're unpopular. They don't bring anything of substance. But now they're bored of the other leftover roles, and now, guess what? They want Harry back. Who are you to tell Harry and Meghan when they should and should not come back? And what makes you think they will even want to come back? Or just because you're saying, oh wait, just because you're realizing that, hey, Harry and Meghan did not do anything wrong. They spoke the truth. After constant abuse from the media, they decided to put out their side of truth. And the UK media hates that because the UK media and the royals reward silence. Just shut up. We want you to endure our abuse. We want you to endure our harassment. We want you to endure racism. And don't you dare speak up. Don't you dare speak up. You need to shut the hell up. The minute you open your mouth, oh, you are the biggest villain in the world. Like, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you out us? How dare you expose us? You're supposed to just shut it, nip it in the bud. But Meghan, they were not ready for Meghan. They were not ready for Harry, because one thing a lot of people like about Meghan is, she gives Harry so much strength to also speak up. Like, they both draw strength from one another, don't get me wrong. They just, and finally this man got so much strength and said, you know what? I'm sick and tired. I'm going to say my story of the truth. And then spare. Whoever told Harry to write spare, thank you. Because right now, in light of everything, Harry has been vindicated. Everything he's ever said has always been true. We know that. So now the world gets to also know that. So shame on you for wanting Harry back to fix the mess of that disgusting S-offender. Shame on you for even trying to compare Andrew and Meghan and Harry. Like, shame on you. Harry and Meghan just spoke up and debunked the lies from the leftover royals. That's all they did. UK media hated that. The leftover royals hated that. How dare you compare Harry and Meghan to this disgusting S-offender who has lied numerous times? Instead of being furious that this man has been protected, that you guys have protected this man for this long, you're again here saying, hey, Harry and Meghan, we need you to come back to, fix the mess that's happening. How disgusting are you to even put these two together? How would you put Harry and Meghan, like, make it make sense? And this is not the only person. I've seen a lot of people, even derangers, saying, nah, Harry and Meghan are just as bad as Andrew. And that's how I'm telling you, when it comes to these derangers in the UK media, there's no hope. Because what do you mean? What kind of person with a sane mind will compare Andrew to Harry and Meghan? Like, Harry and Meghan to Andrew. Like, who does that? Like, that is the biggest insult ever. Like, that is just pathetic. And keep dreaming, because they're not going back. Keep saying whatever you want. You made your bed, lie in it. You're stuck with Mumbles, you're stuck with William, you're stuck with Carl Milton, you're stuck with Charles. That's who you people have protected, and you're stuck with that, Andrew. Because no matter how many times you try to bury this and whatever, that stain is stuck with the monarchy for the rest of I don't know how many decades. That is never going away. He has tainted the monarchy, and that stain is never ever getting off. So don't you dare try to bring Harry and Meghan into it so that they can take that mess away. How disgusting are you? And I like, Harry, come back. You told them to get out. You even say, hey, Harry and Meghan out, Andrew in. Have you guys forgotten? What disgusting piece of shit. Anyway, let me get to the comments, you guys. I have a bit of comments. Here you go. So you have, she says, it's amazing the need for the people to couch any praise for Harry and Meghan with a smattering of juvenile criticism. I wonder if that's the order from a high. If you must praise them, you must also layer that praise with derision. So you have Miss says, the Yellow Teeth Island are really cooked, aren't they? They are. Kate says, I knew it. I knew they would want to lure Harry and Meghan back to dilute the filth in that cesspool of a family. Harry and Meghan are in the news for their positive contributions and awards. The farm badly needs wins like those. May says, she also says, bring them back. No, they have a safe, beautiful home in California. We don't want them anywhere near people who hate them. Brazen says, King Charles had Diana and squandered the opportunity there. Years later, her son brought them turbocharged royal goodwill on a silver platter when he married Meghan, and they swiftly squandered that as well. There's nothing left but scandals. Mumbi says, translation. Hey Spare, come back for some more abuse. We are running out of material here and the bills are due. Also, bring your Spencer-looking kids for us to gawk at and attempt to destroy, and your wife for us to monetize. These people are mentally unwell cause, really? Montecito says, the people who want Harry and Meghan back in the UK with royal family deplorables are equally evil as the ones who chased them out. If they cared about Harry and Meghan and Meghan's suicidal thoughts in UK, then Brits would do everything in their power to demand accountability from royal family than trying to use Meghan and Harry as band-aids. Meghan says, no, please. Harry and Meghan need to stay in the US away from the toxic royal family. They need to protect their inner peace, mental health, and their children. They wanted them gone and they left. Let the royal family sort their mess. Diaspora says, bring them back? Are Harry and Meghan puppies? These journalists are so unserious. Patty says, so they told Meghan to leave. She does, except she takes Harry and Archie with her. And they keep abusing her in the media over everything. And now they think Harry and Meghan will come back. The royal family was lucky to have them, but they dropped them out. And now Harry and Meghan are lucky to be out. South says, I'd say F that institution and F the British media stroke press that tried to bury them. Andrew the P. Royal is just another horrid legacy of that racist institution. Proud says, sorry, but I don't care for anyone arguing for the advantage to the leftovers of bringing Harry and Meghan back. This is just as delusional as the rest who don't care about the abuse the Sussexes have endured, because they are more dynamic than William and Kate. Harry and Meghan have moved on successfully. Get over it. Robert says, we treated them? No, you scuzzy journalists treated them like pariahs whilst endlessly writing articles about them from years ago and making money off them. Also, the royalists too, many of whom were actually blaming Harry and Meghan for Andy's predicament because they never spoke up. Divine says, I hope Harry and Meghan are laughing their heads off at everything that is happening. Name says, this bee thinks racism is inoffensive. They made Meghan want to kill herself by lying and harassing her. They still harass her till now. F them all. Mona says, she kinda openly admitted the royal family is irrelevant without Prince Harry and Meghan. They used Harry and especially Meghan as a scapegoat to keep the royal family in press because their crown, leftover rolls, secret weapons, etc. are all not worthy of news or being in press. Just says, anything suggesting Harry should go back to that dungeon makes me sick. It's like someone freed from life sentence and starts enjoying his long sort of freedom, and you are saying he should willingly go back to jail. And says, the royal family is a toxic institution and normal people cannot survive in it. Best decision ever was for Harry and Meghan to leave that institution and make their own life. Cherie says, I also agree. I can't stand. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that's a different one. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you so much. I love you. And I'll see you in the next one.